Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to conquer the season Wormwalks with the build I am using right now. Let's start with our gear. The gear I'm using is the Legendary Daggers Tier 5. I got it to maximum power. And this is what I'm using as my set effects. And these are all the set effects I'm using for all my equipments. Right here is really not good, so I'm just using it just for the momentum. My skill is built around the turning kick. Next is my accessories. My accessories I'm using is the Ornate Kraken's Wrath. It gives me an additional 10% of the skill damage and 12% on defense. And these are my necklace, focusing only on damage increase and active, skill, speed. Active damage, strike combo. And this is my rings. Also, this is my artifact. I'm using the Torrent's Crown, the legendary one. I refined it up until the 4th, 3rd to get the additional percent on my attack power, HP, and light attack speed. As for my passive artifact, I'm using the Broken Sword. The Broken Sword is really good on the Season Wormwalks because every time you use a skill, your active skill goes up by 7% and it stacks up to 4 times. So that 7% will stack times 4, 28% skill damage, and the active skill cooldown will be reduced by 8% as well. And the rage consumption will be reduced to 7%. So times 4, that will be 28%. And that's really good and what you need for Season Wormwalks, as you will be only using skills on Season Wormwalks. I'll show you the tip on how to do that later. Also, the additional artifact I got lucky, is that I refined it up until the 3rd. I got the critical strike damage every time I use a skill. My critical damage goes up by 7.5%. So it's like 30% if I maximum stack. And there's a 50% chance to remove all active debuffs, and that's really good in Season Wormwalks because there are so many debuffs like a poison and the erosions. As for my trait tree, I am using this in the middle. Contained rage, fierce rage, and heat of the battlefield. Why? Because we are going to use only skill. Right here, the decreased rage consumption is really good. And this one increases my rage consumption, consuming skills damage. And you really need a decreased rage consumption on the Season Wormwalks. And this one is really good as well because it reduces the cooldown of your rage consuming skills and it increases the damage of it. And the last one will be the heat of the battlefield. Like every second you gain 3 rage. So that's really helpful for you if you're not attacking the enemy. And you will not be using light combos as well because light combos will increase the erosion of your um, character. And this one increases the damage of rage consuming skills as well. So yeah, this is my trait tree build. My skills are all put on the turning kick as that is my main damage skill. And my second one is the ambush, because this one, if I land the ambush on my enemy, the enemy's defense, I mean the enemy takes damage by 12% more. That's really big. And this one I use as well, my poison, because I use poison because my turning kick has the skull bash. If the enemy is has poison, then my damage of the turning kick goes up by 27%. That's really big as well. And I have the poison attack 1 plus 1. This is if I use this skill, the enemies around it will get poisoned as well and take damage. As for my basic combo, we're not gonna focus on this one, but I'm just gonna show you. My strike combo 1, I'm using only strike combo 1 as my, I put all my skills on strike combo 1, and this is my skill mastery I'm using. You can only use one in each line, in each row. So I chose these 3 as my skill. Then I'm gonna show you the season growth on what you need to use for season Wormwalks. So this is what I built mainly on my account. The main thing you need to have is the blazing regeneration, because you don't want to get your health too low on season Wormwalks, especially when you are quite far from it. And when you like season Wormwalks takes around like 30 to 40 minutes to finish. So you really need the life steal. And if every time you use a skill, you get a life steal from your damage. Also, you need the daze damage as well, because you want your enemies to get daze as much as possible. And these are just additional skills I put on myself, as it just adds more attack on myself as well. As for the second one, I am using this side, the left side. It decreases my attack speed, and this one increases my rage gain. This is really good. As for the last one, I'm using the left side, I mean the right side. This increases my rage gain again by 7.5%, and per heat stack, it increases my rage by 3%. And this one decreases my rage consumption again by 7.5%. That's really big. Here are all the effects. This one is really good because every time you gain a heat, you gain rage, and that rage is like 30% rage, but you have the rage gain rate, so that 30% will like 10%, 15% of 30 rage will be additional to that one. So this is really important to get that. Also this one again, when gaining rage, plus 10 again, that's 40%, 40 rage I mean. And increases rage gain again per heat stack by 3%, and rage consumption heat stack by 3% per heat stack. Next one, I'm going to show you the important one, season effects on the Wormwalks. You have to be careful about these ones, but especially you have to be careful of lightning strikes. The lightning strikes will stun your character, so be careful of. That's the only thing I am making you be careful of. Also the season effects. The rage consumption is plus 50, so it's really not good. Like if your rage use is 30, it gain 15, so it's 45. And this is the heat gauge. The heat gauge is really important to look at, as it every time 20%, you gain additional minus 5% active skill cooldown and rage consumption per stack. And when you reach 40%, again, it reduces the active skill cooldown and rage consumption. And one stack of exhaustion and erosion will be removed. This one as well. Every 20%, you gain something. And when you reach 100%, that's the most critical one, as it gives minus 30% active skill cooldown and rage consumption, and removes all debuffs triggered by the erosion gauge. And the erosion gauge is this one. Every 20%, you get exhaustion and erosion. Every 20%, you get those, and powerlessness. That's really not good, the powerlessness, because every time you kill, you won't even gain any rage. That's really important to see. And the complete erosion is the most important and deadly one. So, like every time you get 100% erosion gauge, you cannot heal, you cannot recover rage, and the damage you take is plus 85%. Your attack speed minus 25%, and you get a minus 200 rage instantly when you have 100% erosion gauge. And yeah, and this is my ranking. This is my record for the season Wormwalks. I'll show you that video on the next one.